Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely pumped to dive into a topic that is literally reshaping how businesses succeed today, and that is digital transformation. If you've ever found yourself wondering how to truly scale your company's online presence and stop relying on luck, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're unpacking a fundamental question: why your business absolutely needs a professional website. So let's kick things off with a huge question. Is a Facebook page actually enough for your business today? For a lot of small and medium business owners, the gut reaction is a resounding yes, for sure. But we're going to challenge that assumption right now. Relying solely on social media might generate some initial buzz or traction, but for sustainable, long-term growth, the short answer is no. And we're about to explore exactly why that is. All right, let's jump straight into section 1, the digital transformation. Look, we are right in the middle of a massive shift, with big nationwide initiatives pushing toward a fully connected, smart Bangladesh ecosystem. Buyer behavior has totally flipped. Business buyers just don't rely on printed brochures anymore. They are doing deep, intense online research before they even think about purchasing. They're comparing vendors digitally, checking out company histories, and thoroughly evaluating your overall digital footprint. So the crucial point is this: whether you're B2B or B2C, your customers are rigorously vetting you online long before they ever pick up the phone. Which leads us right into section 2, the social media myth. Okay, let's be real. Social media is incredibly easy to set up, which is exactly why so many people mistake it for a complete digital strategy. But think about the stark contrast here. Social media is entirely controlled by algorithms, offers really limited formats for things like product catalogs, and at the end of the day, it's third-party owned. You are essentially renting space on someone else's land. A professional website, on the other hand, gives you full control. It is a highly structured, permanent, owned asset. A sudden algorithm update or policy change on a social platform isn't going to wipe out your entire business identity overnight.
So let's reframe how we think about this in section 3, your digital corporate office.
If a website isn't just a digital brochure, what is it? Well, you should really view it as your digital corporate office. It's a permanent digital asset that welcomes your customers 24/7, completely regardless of time zones or geographic location. I mean, a physical office is incredibly important, but let's face it, it closes at 5 p.m. Your website is like your absolute best employee, a round-the-clock representative that literally never sleeps. And just like a physical headquarters, this digital office handles some vital core functions. It introduces your company's history and values, it comprehensively showcases your products and projects, and crucially, it builds immense trust by clearly displaying your quality certifications. Plus, it acts as a relentless lead machine, continuously generating and capturing inquiries. For smaller SMEs especially, having this professional, structured setup allows you to project an image of stability and capability that can rival much, much larger corporate competitors. Now, what if you're looking beyond local borders? That brings us to section 4, reaching global markets. If your business is export-oriented, this digital infrastructure isn't just nice to have. It's an absolute, non-negotiable requirement. International buyers will evaluate suppliers online before they even think about initiating a commercial discussion. Whether you export garments, pharmaceuticals, leather goods, or agricultural products, your digital credibility is very often your first and honestly sometimes your only chance to impress a foreign buyer. So what do these global buyers demand to see? They want the whole shebang. They need your detailed company history, proven manufacturing capabilities, specific quality certifications, your past export experience, and highly detailed product catalogs. I mean, try organizing all of that cleanly on a Facebook page. No way. It's just not going to happen. You need a dedicated, owned space to present this critical B2B documentation in a format that the international market actually respects. But it's not always smooth sailing. Let's look at section 5, avoiding common mistakes. We really need to talk about the execution gap here, because having just any old website isn't enough. In fact, it can backfire. Websites fail when they might look pretty but totally lack useful information. They fail when they have outdated product details, painfully slow loading speeds, or terrible mobile compatibility. Worst of all, many people treat their website as a one-time project. Actually, scratch that. It's more like they treat it as a digital flyer they print once and just forget about. Neglecting these factors doesn't just keep you stagnant, it actively harms your company's reputation and creates immediate doubt about your professional capabilities. So, how do we actually get this right? Enter section 6, your strategic growth partner.
To navigate these exact digital challenges, I want to introduce you to Trade and Investment Bangladesh, or TNIB, a premier consulting and IT partner. And this brilliantly illustrates the mindset shift we all need to make. Their founder and CEO, MD Jainal Abdin, says it perfectly. A website is an investment, not an expense. When you build a website properly, it yields long-term returns, attracting visitors, strengthening your credibility, and opening new markets that far exceed whatever the initial development cost was. And you don't just have to take their word for it. TNIB's global authority is validated by real clients. Take Mostafa Rahman, founder and CEO of Canvas Inc. over in Canada. He noted that TNIB's strategic insight, market understanding, and hands-on support significantly contributed to strengthening their engagement. He specifically calls them a reliable partner for sustainable growth. That right there highlights a really deep understanding of cross-border business dynamics and top-tier execution.
What makes TNIB operate so differently is their holistic approach. It's essentially a three-step journey. It starts with business mentorship and strategy, then moves into the actual IT services and web development, and finally finishes up with digital marketing integration. So they aren't just web designers, right? They are business consultants who ensure the technology aligns perfectly with your long-term market expansion plans to drive actual measurable growth.
To actually make this happen, they roll out comprehensive, business-oriented web solutions. We're talking responsive web design, hardcore SEO, secure hosting with SSL implementation so your customers feel safe, custom product catalogs, and strategically placed lead-generating inquiry forms. They ensure your website acts as the highly optimized central engine for all your digital success. Every Google ad, every social media post, they all act like roads leading right back to this powerful digital headquarters.
All right, which brings us to the big final question for you today. Are you ready to build your digital headquarters and dominate the global market? Look, the digital age waits for literally no one. Delaying this investment is basically just handing valuable opportunities directly over to competitors who already have a stronger digital presence. It is time to stop renting space on social media and start fully owning your growth. Partnering with a strategic expert like TNIB allows you to embrace this digital transformation with total confidence. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this explainer today. And honestly, I cannot wait to see the incredible digital headquarters you're going to build.